Today our topic is the secret to staying motivated every day. Life is full of ups and downs, and staying motivated can sometimes feel like a big challenge. But motivation is not something that just comes to you by magic. It is something you can build, something you can grow, and something you can keep alive every day if you know how. Let me share with you some ideas and advice that can help you stay motivated, no matter what life throws at you. First, let's talk about why motivation is so important. Motivation is like the fuel that keeps your engine running. Without it, you can't move forward. You can't achieve your goals, and you can't live the life you want. But motivation is not just about feeling excited or happy all the time. It's about finding a deeper reason to keep going, even when things get tough. This is where purpose comes in. Purpose is the why behind what you do. It's the reason you wake up in the morning. It's a thing that makes all the hard work worth it. If you want to stay motivated, you need to know your purpose. Ask yourself, what do I really care about? What do I want to achieve in life? What kind of person do I want to be? When you have a clear purpose, it's easier to stay motivated because you know what you're working for. Now, let's talk about goals. Goals are like signposts on the road of life. They show you where you're going and help you stay on track. But not all goals are created equal. Big, long-term goals are important, but they can also feel overwhelming. That's why it's important to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't try to reach the top in one giant leap. You take one step at a time. Each small step brings you closer to the summit. Celebrate your small wins along the way. Every time you achieve a small goal, it gives you a boost of motivation to keep going. Another key to staying motivated is to focus on what you can control. Life is full of things we can't control: other people's actions, the weather, the past, and so on. If you spend too much time worrying about these things, you'll feel stuck and unmotivated. Instead, focus on what you can control. You can control your attitude, your effort, and your choices. This is a lesson from Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to accept what we cannot change and to focus on what we can. When you focus on what you can control, you feel empowered, and that empowerment fuels your motivation. Now, let's talk about habits. Habits are powerful because they shape our daily lives. If you want to stay motivated, you need to build habits that support your goals. For example, if your goal is to be healthier, you might start by making a habit of exercising for 20 minutes every day. At first, it might be hard, but over time, it becomes easier because it's part of your routine. Good habits create a positive cycle. When you do something good for yourself, you feel better, and that feeling motivates you to keep going. On the other hand, bad habits can drag you down. If you want to stay motivated, you need to break the habits that hold you back. This might mean cutting out negative self-talk, avoiding distractions, or saying no to things that don't align with your goals. Next, let's talk about mindset. Your mindset is the way you think about yourself and the world around you. A positive mindset can make a huge difference in your motivation. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," try thinking, "I can learn how to do this." Instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on what's right. Instead of seeing failure as the end, see it as a chance to grow. This is called a growth mindset, and it's a powerful tool for staying motivated. When you believe that you can improve, you're more likely to keep trying, even when things get hard. Another important part of staying motivated is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can have a big impact on your motivation. If you're around people who are negative or who don't support your goals, it's easy to lose motivation. But if you're around people who inspire you, who encourage you, and who believe in you, it's easier to stay motivated. Look for mentors, friends, or role models who can help you stay on track. And don't forget to be a positive influence for others too. When you help others, it can boost your own motivation. Now let's talk about taking care of yourself. Motivation is not just about your mind, it's also about your body and your emotions. If you're tired, hungry, or stressed, it's hard to stay motivated. That's why self-care is so important. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating healthy food, and taking time to relax. Exercise is also a great way to boost your energy and mood. When you feel good physically, it's easier to stay motivated mentally. Another way to stay motivated is to keep learning. Life is a journey, and there's always something new to discover. When you're curious and open to learning, you stay engaged and excited about life. Read books, take courses, try new hobbies, or talk to people who know more than you do. Learning keeps your mind active and your motivation high. It also helps you grow as a person, which is one of the most rewarding things in life. Finally, let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of being thankful for what you have. When you focus on the good things in your life, it's easier to stay motivated. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Instead of thinking about what you don't have, you think about what you do have. This doesn't mean you should ignore your problems or stop striving for more. It just means you take time to appreciate the good things along the way. Gratitude can be as simple as writing down 3 things you're thankful for every day. It's a small practice, but it can have a big impact on your motivation. In conclusion, staying motivated every day is not about waiting for inspiration to strike. It's about taking action, even when you don't feel like it. It's about knowing your purpose, setting goals, focusing on what you can control, building good habits, and maintaining a positive mindset. It's about surrounding yourself with positive people, taking care of yourself, keeping learning, and practicing gratitude. Motivation is not a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. And like any practice, it gets easier the more you do it. So start today. Take one small step toward your goals. Focus on what you can control. Build a habit that supports your purpose. Surround yourself with positivity. Take care of yourself. Keep learning. And be grateful for the journey. Remember, motivation is not about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about showing up, even when it's hard. And it's about believing that you can create the life you want. You have the power to stay motivated every day. You just have to choose to use it.